It didn't result in immediate breakup, but he wanted to do a Halloween couple costume with another girl, claiming it didn't mean anything. They're married now. Oh, jeez. That's harsh as hell, but that's funny. But it's just funny that he lied. No, it's not like, it's just, we're just friends. Hey friends, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. How you doing today? You doing good? Missed you. I missed you a lot. Come here. Bring it in. Bring it in. Come here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I know I just kind of hit my microphone and everything, but it's good to see you. It's good to see you. I missed you a lot. So I came across a thread that hits home, and that is people on Twitter sharing some of the harshest rejections they've ever received. Everybody's been rejected. I don't care who you are. If you say you've never been rejected, that is a lie. That is a flat out lie, my friends. Everyone has been rejected. I have been rejected. Yeah, man, it's just a part of life. It's just a part of life, and it's not necessarily personal, but it is really personal most of the time. A lot of the time, it might not have anything to do with you. I get rejected. I get rejected a lot, actually. I don't really shoot my shot very often because I get rejected. So, yeah, I've kind of stopped doing that because rejection scares the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I think rejection scares a lot of people, to be honest, which is why I think that's why a lot of people start ghosting now. You know, like everybody ghosts everybody else because it really sucks to get rejected. It sucks to get ghosted too, but I mean, that way, if you ghost people, then at least you don't have to deal with confrontation, you know? You guys know how much I hate confrontation. All right, so today we are looking at some people who are sharing the times that they got rejected. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have a feeling it's gonna get really brutal. Buckle up. In the 7th grade, I was invited to a slumber party. The mom came home from work and said, "There is no slumber party." We all got in the van for her to take us home. She took me home first. I found out later she took all the girls back for the slumber party. Oh, that's mean. The mom did this? Whoa. Okay. Okay there, bud. It's kind of mean. A little kid, like you did this to a little kid? It's pretty brutal. Doesn't exactly paint this mom in the best light. Anyone got her at? I feel like that's totally happened to me. Like I went to a slumber party and like the girls all like bullied me and stuff. It's all coming back. In 6th grade, the girls I normally ate lunch with cornered me one morning and presented me with a petition they'd all signed demanding that I no longer sit with them. They read it out loud in front of everyone. Oh my God, this is bringing me back PTSD, guys. I thought this was like rejection, like people dating rejection. This is like bullying. What have I gotten myself into? This is terrible. That is terrible. I'm so sorry for you. I kind of want to reach out to this girl on Twitter and ask her if she's okay. All right. We got one that's related to rejection, okay? Oof, my ex of 2 years dumped me over text because I was too upset when I found out my mom had 2 years to live. I drove 3 hours to talk to him, but he refused to see me, so I drove back. On my way, I totaled my car. Ex came to see me just to tell me not to contact him again. Holy moly! Call me crazy, but I think you dodged a bullet there, bud. That's terrible. That's terrible. What a terrible human being. My ex of nearly 6 years broke up with me at 4 a.m. on my 21st birthday, knowing I had 2 college presentations that same day. He then canceled the after party he set up and had invited all my friends to. Then I had to move back in with my parents that same night because he needed space. I'm sure you do, sweetheart. I'm sure you do. What else do you need? Would you like $1 million as well? Would that help you? Okay, great, good. I'm glad that you're comfortable. I was 8. My BFF and I sobbed in each other's arms before she moved 200 miles away. 1 year later, I heard from another friend that she was back visiting and had been hanging out with the cool kids the night before. I excitedly went to see her. Her face dropped when she answered the door and she gave me a very unenthusiastic greeting. I knew she wasn't my friend anymore. I cheerily said, "Just wanted to say hi, hope you are good, see you later." Then walked home crying my eyes out. Never forgot the feeling. Oh, that's terrible. Guys, I'm gonna start crying. What the hell? Oh, I'm sad. Oh, isn't it weird how these things just sort of like stick with you? Like these things just like they resonate, you know? Even though this girl's like 8 years old, you remember how people treat you. You remember. Okay? I'll never forget my bully. Never forget him. I'll never forget them. A super handsome guy that I thought looked like a young Paul Newman took me to sushi. He seemed uncomfortable during dinner and then said, "Ever think someone is cute until you get up close and they realize they just have a ton of freckles?" I have a ton of freckles. Oh, that's mean. He sounds dumb as hell. He sounds dumb as hell. He said that to you right at dinner? If freckles aren't your thing, freckles aren't your thing. But don't just like say it to your date who has freckles. A guy I was seriously dating called me on my 30th birthday while I was at the office working. Broke up with me 20 minutes before I walked into a surprise party that he knew I was walking into. Happy friggin' birthday to me. Oh no. Wow. Like part of me is like, well, you never know like when the right time to do it is. You never know when the right time to break up with somebody is. It's never the right time. It's never the right time, but I feel like 20 minutes before a surprise party. Yeah, that's mean. That's mean. On your birthday? That's cold. That's cold, man. That's cold. I once went speed dating and I was the only guy who showed up. There were 14 women. All 14 chose to stay single, then go on a date with me. Oh no. Brendan. Poor guy. Oh. Makes me feel really bad for him. Anybody else feel bad for Brendan? Poor guy. I was once playing categories with a girl I had a crush on in school. The letter was K, and the prompt was something that's gross. My crush answered Kyle and then got more points than me. You're gross, Kyle. Doesn't that mean she likes you? No, it's usually guys. Guys think girls are gross. I feel like when girls say that guys are gross, they actually mean it. But when guys say that girls are gross, it means that they secretly like them. I could be wrong. A lot of guys said I was gross, but I think that they meant it. I was not cute growing up. Ugly duckling at its finest. 15 years old. I wanted to set my best girlfriend up on a date with a guy from my junior high I used to have a huge crush on. Why? That's nice of you. I was telling him about how great she was and asked if he was interested. Then he awkwardly said, "Well, that depends. Is she like you?" He meant fat. Oh. He doesn't sound too great. I mean, listen, if it's, people have their preferences, right? But it sounds like a real dick. Wait, but is she like, you know, kind of like you? Is she like you? The hell is that supposed to mean? John Hopkins sent me a rejection letter that read, "We read many talented writers this application cycle. Unfortunately, you were not one of them. We hope you made other plans." Whoa, really? No way. No friggin' way a university sent that. I mean, that is kind of indirectly what they say when they're saying like, you know, we had so many talented people, but unfortunately you weren't one of them. That is essentially what a rejection letter is. Like, oh, we had a lot of people to choose from, a lot of talented people, but you weren't talented enough. Not in so many words. That's harsh. What was your harshest rejection? I'll go first. One time, a super charming guy I had a crush on took me out to dinner a few times, invited me to a swanky gala, had me over for Thanksgiving, and then introduced me to his buddy as a girl I wish was my sister. What? What? I'm sorry, what? Why did he take you out that many times? That's friggin' mean. That's mean as hell. Sorry, there's lots of clouds, so the light's changing a lot. Let's keep going, huh? Yeah. I asked a girl out once and she laughed for 3 minutes at least. After 3 minutes, I left. It happened in 1977. For all I know, she's still laughing. She laughed in your face, man. Aw, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry she did that, Thomas. Seemed like a nice guy. Cute guy. Went on a date, got back to his place and started making out. Get into bed and take off all our clothes, make out more. Then he stops, looked at me in the eyes and said, maybe we should just be friends. Then wants to cuddle! David! I know this isn't happening to me, but this makes me very angry. That's cold. That's cold. That's cold as hell. One drink in, I just noticed, wow, mate. You've got really wonky teeth, LOL. Offers me around. I guess, I reply. I'm sitting there gutted, waiting for a while. Bartender comes up to collect the glasses and says, dude, that guy left. I got braces eventually, so thanks. Oh. Did he pay at least? Did he pay for the round of drinks? That's mean. I've never walked out on a date. Listen, especially recently. I actually got catfish recently. Went on a date. The guy didn't look like his pictures like at all. Like didn't look like his pictures at all. And he talked about there was this one girl who he went on a date with and she showed up and they had like a great conversation, but then she was totally quiet when they were having their date and it was over in 20 minutes. And I was like, yeah, well, that's because you catfished her, bud. But I still stayed. We had the date. I had some drinks with some stranger. I stayed for 2 hours actually. I've never walked out on a date. I feel like that's super, super mean. Maybe I'm a little bit too nice and maybe frankly, he catfished me, so it is what it is. But yeah, I've never been that mean to like walk out on someone on a date. That's terrible because it's just like you know how bad it will feel. Give me a break. Look, you're a really nice guy, and if things weren't different, I think we'd be happy. But you're not rich enough, or you know, at all. Real gut punch that one. Oh. Sorry. Oh, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from these, damn. I had a radio show in the mid-1980s. At a show at CBGB's, a friend wanted to introduce a fan of my show. The look on the fan's face seeing my visage in person was one of true horror as it didn't resemble my voice, which he apparently was attracted to. At least he didn't catfish him. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I've got a nice voice. I got a nice voice. What can I say? On the other hand, there's me, and I have a very screechy voice, but an okay face. I'm a solid 7. I am the queen of unequated love / falling for unavailable men. My favorite was a guy I liked who said once over dinner, "I wish all girls were like you," then proceeded to talk to me about how he wished his new girlfriend was like me. This is a weird video, guys. I don't even know what's happening here. This is cray-cray. This is cray-cray. Gotta be when a guy I loved ignored my calls when I was puking up blood in the emergency room. It's hilarious now. Hashtag no, it's not. No, it's not. It's definitely not. And that is where I end the video. Do you guys want to hear my most brutal rejection story? So this guy that I knew in university was in Toronto, just checking out the city, and he hit me up. I always thought he was pretty cute. He actually dated a friend of mine. So anyways, he hits me up and it's right around Valentine's Day, and he asks me if I want to go to dinner. And he said that he would take me out to dinner on Valentine's Day. And me, I'm thinking like, oh, this is a date. Like, you're taking me out on Valentine's Day. Great. So like I get all dressed up and like we meet him at the restaurant and then we're sitting down and then he literally wastes no time at all and says, oh yeah, and then he starts talking about his girlfriend. I'm like, do you take lots of other girls out on Valentine's Day? Like, what is happening here? That was weird. That was weird. Cause it's like, I could have like made plans with somebody else on Valentine's Day, but he asked me out on Valentine's Day. And then I went with him because I thought it was a date. And then it turned out to not be a date. And I was like, what the fuck? I still to this day have no friggin' clue what the hell that was about. I have no friggin' idea. But he wasted no time in letting me know that it was just a friend date. What can you do? What can you do? All right, guys, that is it for this one. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that this is... subscribe!